you know, the one that cheated on you a lot. And like at some point in the end, you don't feel good about it. But, you know, they would also break up with you in and off, and they would also give you love sometimes and then take away the love. And then so you got addicted to the love and you're like, I want it, but I need it and I hate it and I don't want it. And then one day they're like, hey, I got bad news. And you're like, God, don't fucking break up with me again. And they're like, no, I just cheated on you. And you go, oh, but we're not breaking up. And they're like, no. Okay. And you're kind of confused. You're like, I think this is bad, but I'm just so relieved that you're not like just being like nasty out of nowhere and breaking up with me. I'll take it. And then, you know, you don't feel good about yourself for a bit, but you're still here. That's America. This is America. That's it. You're welcome. Short disclaimer, if you don't stay till the end, this is a series called Meta Musings because we are talking and having discussion. I'm researching in real time and I am telling you what I think I'm finding from all these connections. And then you talk with me and we have a discussion because we're never going to get to the truth. We're never going to know some of these answers to some things, but we can if we talk together. Hi, and welcome to a new series that I'm calling Meta Musings. I'll explain at the end why, but today's episode is going to be on the rise of government manipulation and structuring and engineering the public. Too long, don't read, bestie. Today's episode is whether America, our boyfriend/girlfriend, has been like lying and manipulating us on purpose. Is it been on purpose or is it their trauma? Because we can stay. We can make it work. But if it's not their trauma, the fuck is happening here, bitch? You're fucking evil. The fuck you did this for me for? And that's what's happening here. This is America. And if the government has also looked at so much things about how we operate and knows how education works, why is our education system so bad? The short sum of it is the following. But also, I just want to say that talking about Carl Jung, reincarnation, Edgar Cayce, how we're all connected in a world that's very symbolic, that'll be its own episode, probably episode 2, because I started on a different question, so I can't answer that one right now. So what you start to notice is that there starts to be an emergence of things that we're seeing now again in spiritual circles, talking about reincarnation, talking about interconnectedness in the early 1920s. And isn't it weird then that from that time on to now, drop off point, no discussion about it. But what happens in between then and now? You got this organization come out. You got a certain 3-letter organization that becomes this 3-letter organization come out into being. And then what's interesting then is you start wondering, hey, I wonder if common psychology practices and tactics start being utilized by that group. The answer is yeah. I mean, yeah, you do start to see that because you got like as the development of psychology happens and how we are the way we are, we get people that start linking, hey, they're starting to seem to use what we've learned to propaganda. And they're starting to manipulate public opinion. And basically, they're starting to engineer consent. And what I think is the start of social engineering. And then you start seeing as time goes on and the more we become advanced in psychology, you start to wonder, is the government interested in studying and advancing psychology for their own benefit? And then you look at the DARPA projects about where they're putting their money, which is into social dynamics, social groups, socialism, how we work, how we operate, and then you wonder, are they using this shit on me? They definitely are. So come back for another episode where we'll talk more about that. Until next time, see ya.